Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to CodingScientist.com. You are watching a special series called Hero to Superhero, specially designed for those of you having good experience in Python programming and basic understanding on machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. So, guys, as I explained in the previous video, the introduction part. So this particular series of lessons, probably another 5-10 videos, is going to all about programming or coding your artificial neural network from scratch, right? And we are going to use an algorithm called backpropagation. So I'm going to straight away jump into the topic at a deeper level, because I'm assuming that all my viewers, my students who are opting for this particular series of course, have got pretty good hands-on skill into the basics of machine learning, statistics analysis, and mathematical computations and stuff like that, so including Python programming, right? So I'm not going to touch upon how to install an IDE and stuff like that. It's not going to work, guys. So that's why the name of the series is called Hero to Superhero. So we will be using Visual Studio IDE. That's my favorite IDE. You might use PyCharm or anything else, but Visual Studio is the most convenient stuff. So, guys, so basically, the propagation algorithm is nothing but a supervised learning method for multi-layer feed-forward networks from the field of AI, right? So feed-forward neural networks are inspired by the information processing of one or more neural cells, right? One neural cell is connected to multiple neural cells. It's called a neuron. So a neuron concepts it basically accepts input signal via its dendrites. So these are some of the things you might already be aware, right? And through these dendrites from each neuron, which passes the electrical signal down to the cell body, right, the axon carries the signal out by synapses. So these are some of the basic fundamentals. So the way, the principle of backpropagation algorithm, the approach is to model a given function by modifying a internal weightage, right, across the neural network. There are hidden layer, there's an input layer, there's an output layer, and there are multiple hidden layers we don't know. So we can actually define the number of hidden layers as well. So the model, so basically the backpropagation approach is to a model within a model a given function by modifying the internal weightage systems of input signal to produce an expected output in the output area, in the output network, right? The system is basically trained using a supervised learning method, right? So you are going to tell what that object has to classify, or an image has to be classified. So that's basically we are going to supervise. So that's the supervised learning method. When the error between the system's output and a known expected output is presented to the system and used to modify its internal state. So, technically, the backpropagation algorithm is a method for training the weights in a multi-layer feed-forward neural network. It's critical. You need to understand this, right? However, it also requires a network structure to be defined of one or more layers, where one layer is fully connected to the next layer. So when I say fully connected, I'm sure you must be aware that how the neural network is connected to multiple segments of other network, right? So that's how the fully connected layer means. And the standard network structure is one input layer and one hidden layer and one output layer. So basically, the backpropagation can be used for both classification and regression problems as well. But we will focus more on classification in this particular series, because that's a pretty simple to understand, and you can play around with the neural network as we go forward. So, having said that, guys, so I'm going to now, what we can do is, so let's move on to downloading the data. So basically, we need to start with one particular data set. So you might use any of the data set, but I'm using the weed seeds, the seeds which are available in the market, which is used to cultivate the weeds. So how we are going to identify the weeds and do the classification and stuff. I already have the data points with me, and I had uploaded the bunch of data both in CSV and text file in my GitHub. So I'm going to show you, you can download the data straight away from there, and it's pretty easy. So give me a second. I'm going to just share my GitHub, and we can take it forward from there. So if you go to my GitHub account, that is github.com/Anbu Kumar maker /coding neural network. So this is the page you are going to get, right? So I'm going to leave the link of my GitHub below this video, below this lesson, so you might take a look. So there are two sets of file. One is the seeds dataset.txt. You can download either a txt file, but I would highly recommend for the begin for you guys, go ahead with CSV. You can convert the txt into CSV as well. So go ahead and download seeds.csv. So this is the this is the kind of data we'll be using in the go forward lessons. So once you are ready with the data sets downloaded from my GitHub, and from the next video onwards, I'm going to straight away jump into writing your first 3-4 lines of codes to start beginning with, right? That's the first step into writing your own neural network. I will see you soon, guys. Goodbye.